On this Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we are getting a new look at a neglected piece of African American history on the Treasure Coast.
A group of community activists has cleaned it up to see what else can be unearthed. As WPTV News Channel 5's John Shaman reports from Hobe Sound, they could help solve questions families have wondered for decades.
They have to know that these are some of the first settlers in Hobe Sound.
As Lloyd Jones walks through the Gomez Pioneer Cemetery, he reflects on the history of his community.
I also feel the emotion of this place being left abandoned, neglected for over 50 years.
Jones's father, a Korean War vet, is buried here. He died when Lloyd was just 3.
This cemetery has given me the ability now to go back and look into his life to see what kind of person and what he actually did.
This is where members of the Allen Temple AME Church were buried in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The church burned down in the 1980s and the cemetery fell into disrepair. But that's changing. This is Project Moses, Friends of the Cemetery making a difference. After a thorough site clearing a few years back, the next chapter involves using underground radar.
And it sends a radar signal down into the ground. And if it hits any type of hard object, it'll send a signal back.
As more gravestones are being unearthed, more questions are being asked. For example, why is Mary Burns buried here twice?
Since there's so many unmarked burials here, it was originally recorded over 200 burials on the cemetery, but at present there's only about 30 headstones that you can visibly see.
The ultimate goals? To connect more families and get the cemetery on a state or national historic registry, to create a true peaceful final resting place for Lloyd Jones's father and everyone else. In Hobe Sound, John Shaman, WPTV, News Channel 5.